Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract with a fourth-year man out of Iowa State.
Every team stresses it all week in practice, Mike, as they're building their scripts and they're delivering their team message. You want to start fast in the NFL. Playing from behind is a nightmare. You can't come out flat and allow the opposing team to strike first. They understand the importance. This opening drive, they feel really good about the plays they have tabled. They really feel good about the week of practice they had. Now all that has to come together, start fast, and then see if you can sustain it for 4 quarters.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down. I'm out.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A gain there of 11. First down, 49ers.
And the 49er, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Man in motion here is Jennings. A fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. John Campbell, first-round pick out of Bama, there for the stop. Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll let one go downfield for Jennings. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
And, Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, started the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead.
Niners 7, Eagles nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
On play action, Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second and a yard at the Niners' 47-yard line.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. On the move past the 40. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
14 yards on that pass play there. Good for an Eagles first down.
First and 10.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. And I don't think it's going to be his last.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And 10.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got third down coming up.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Hurts will try it again. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This from an even 50 yards out. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are on the board. It's 7-3.
Eagles 3.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Niners offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing is Purdy. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast and the ball falls incomplete. That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
On 4th down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. They send Britton Covey back deep. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Eagles offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, this is Barkley. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line as we are ready to get back underway. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49ers' 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Eagles 1st down. first and 10 at the 19-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Off the play fake, Hurts. Got his man at the 6. And he's in! A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles are on top. It's now 10-7.
49ers 7.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. 49ers offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
That's taken in by Jennings. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. You're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense, so give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
And these are the tough yards you judge it back by, Mike. We used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like, you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that first down by about 1 yard or 2.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
3rd and 7. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have the 49ers first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
1st and 10. Purdy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Jalen Carter in there to drop mat time. It's a loss of 7.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again. Jalen Carter getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to 3rd and very long.
And now he's just single-handedly taking over this drive, Mike. I mean, they better find a way to neutralize him before he does more damage. Get more bodies on him, take the protection to him. Either way, just get him blocked.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. He's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. They had that field goal in the opening drive, the touchdown last time they had it. 2 drives, 2 scores, and here's drive 3. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of spark.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Going for it all. He's got it. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 76 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Eagles will get out in front 17-7.
49ers 7.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He was brought down by Zach Ball. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Now Purdy. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Nolan Smith. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
On the return, it's Covey. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Short pass. He's got Calcaterra. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety. And the Niners will take over here just shy of the 1st down.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
The 49ers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. Quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime.
1st down, 49ers.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. And And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
22 yards.
Timeout 49ers. That is their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, San Francisco.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Purdy again. That's caught by Warren. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
13 yards on the play. That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This one will be from 37 yards out. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the 49ers are back within a score. It's now 17-10.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision, as this ball comes out to the 35. A 1st down throw for Hurts. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That is hard. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the 2nd half. It's about to get underway. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Jordan Elliott on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And it'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 21.
A gain there of 21. Good for an Eagles first down.
First and 10 at the 49.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To throw is Hurts. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Second and 10.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come back.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He'll it forward for maybe a yard. D. Winters there to bring him down.
At the 26. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second and 8. Hurts now. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 1.
It's going to be third. They need 1. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
First down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Here's a second and 9. Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
On third down, here's Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
That's another Eagles first down. First and goal.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up first and goal.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he's in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. on is Elliott to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles move out to a 24-10 lead.
49ers 10.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Niners offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Now Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On the ground, it's McCaffrey. Finding room at the 35. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's a gain of 28.
They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Watch the running back's patience here, Mike. He's slow, and then he hits it. That's the key here. If he goes too fast, their linemen aren't ready yet. Really well executed. Great run.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. They have found something on the ground. 16 more yards on that carry.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage, and I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Open man, it's the tight end, Jake Tonjes. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Third and short. Purdy. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher, and this offense now finds themselves staring at fourth down as a result.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This one from 49. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners will cut into that lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. And now he's back out to kick it away. Bigsby to return it. He'll get take this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Hurts going to keep it on the option. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 11.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Caught downfield by Pearsall. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
And the 49er first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
A run here with McCaffrey. He'll push forward for about a yard. Nolan Smith makes the tackle.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Third and a yard. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll look to pick this up, third and a yard. They'll run the sneak, and he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here, first and 10. We'll go play action. Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Jalen Phillips on the tackle. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He's got his man. Completes a Pearsall. They hook up again. 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter. And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Purdy now on 2nd down. That is caught at the 3. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. McCaffrey, and he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 2nd down, Purdy. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Purdy. This is caught at the 2. And he will score. Game on. Jennings. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
All right, now, what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here?
The 49ers.
They'll try for it with the fullback. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful.
19.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Here is Shipley on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
1st and 10.
Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense. keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for an Eagles first down.
And an Eagles first down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
To the 48-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On third down, the Niners have got it. He gets free to the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
And he is not able to get to the goal line, so they stop him and not bump the lead up to 3. It remains a 1-point game.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Here is Shipley on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
On second down, Barkley. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And just like that, you go from second and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in 3rd and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
Man in motion is Brown. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
What will they do on this play? 3rd down, needing 8. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That's taken in, and he's going to have the Eagles' first down. Wow, that was no small feat. Going for it, a 4th and 9. They still picked it up by a yard.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
Hurts will try it again. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor, and this time it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it, because it could have been even a bigger play.
To the air again. Hurts. This one into the hands of Brown. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain, so it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this 4th down. They need their best play.
The open receiver is Dodson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown.
So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, and they'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. Now on 2nd and long. Again, Hurts. This one is caught by Dodson. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. And they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Come on, guys, dig deep.
They come to the line needing 6 yards for a first down. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. He'll try to run for it. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, And
That's
set up
good for
the
an
game-winning
Eagles
field goal
first
try.
down.
This is an
First
element
and
that
10 at the
defensively you
23-yard
always
line.
have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Hurts to the air on first down. That's to the right side. Caught by Goddard. Oh, he's going to be taken down, and now they've got to spike it or get the field goal team out here quickly.
At the 21-yard line.
So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Philadelphia, good night.